Hello, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes from Miss Fiona, who's going to be moving away from her beloved beau and wants to know what advice I can offer them, especially since my former wife Sonia and I spent so much of our marriage apart. Now, while I do have fond memories of those days, I would recommend you seek out better role models for marital bliss and stability. The Borgias, for one, come to mind. Nevertheless, I do understand the angst that comes with these long-distance relationships, as well as the romantic appeal. I think it's very easy for us to get swept up in images of writing letters to one another, pouring our hearts into the telephone, planning our next visit. Oh, that passionate yearning that builds up before erupting in joy upon seeing one another again. As the aphorism goes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. But proximity gives the heart perspective, and while it's true that there are times when we communicate more when we're apart than when we are together, that time spent together is important, not for the passion, but for the banality, for learning about all the small mundane details that become the sediment that fill in the cracks of a relationship, all those awkward silences and minor annoyances. Asking one another where the keys are for the 800th time, there is simply no substitute for it. Until today. Because what I think might work for you is if you and your loved one craft papier-mâché replicas of one another. You could even affix them to a set of roller skates in order to maximize their mobility, and then take them with you wherever you go and experience that day-in, day-out routine of being with your loved one with no hope for escape. You could sit around making plans to do something wonderfully romantic and then just settle in for a night of watching television or doing your taxes. All the hallmarks of romance. It should do the trick. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft.